Hey everybody, and welcome to Talk Chain, the podcast where we get into all things crypto. My name is Matt, and today we're going to talk about Binance moving its headquarters to Malta. We're also going to talk about the brother of Pablo Escobar launching his own cryptocurrency called Dietbitcoin, and we're going to get into the weirdness surrounding this thing. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, leave us a review. It really helps with the rankings, and let's get into it. So, world's biggest cryptocurrency exchange is headed to Malta. Last week, Binance received some notification from Japanese authorities, and they've also been in talks with the Hong Kong authorities about operating without a license and some regulatory problems. So they're looking towards Malta to open a headquarters there and eventually close their branches in Japan and in Hong Kong. So it's kind of disappointing that companies like this are having to seek an appropriate environment to actually conduct business there regarding cryptocurrencies, but suffice to say that there are places available where this can happen. So if countries aren't interested in having the business of crypto, and Binance is making a lot of money right now, we don't know exactly how much, but I think they're doing very well. All of that tax money that could be coming in is now not going to be there because they're going to move to a more favorable environment. And this is exactly what's happening here. So Malta is very much pro crypto. They created a what is it called? Blockchain digital regulatory authority to work with companies involved in the crypto space so that they can have favorable crypto regulation for companies to come there. So Binance very much wants to create fiat to crypto on-ramps, and it was going to be increasingly hard for them to do so in these Asian countries. So banks in Malta are very supportive of this idea, and so that's why you see Binance moving there. And I think you could probably see the more that crackdowns start to happen in certain countries, you're just going to see these crypto-related businesses move elsewhere. And it looks like there's a decent number of countries that are going to be pro-crypto, so they'll just become havens for it. And we talked about Puerto Rico being a good environment for this, and I guess Malta is another one. And the funny thing is that when it comes to regulation, the Malta Prime Minister, actually tweeted welcoming the CEO of Binance to the country. So they're very much like looking for business to move there, and because it's going to do things like stimulate the economy and provide jobs and things like that. And I think the other thing is that the government of Malta actually asked the CEO of Binance to come to Malta and comment on their upcoming bill that was going to be there to actually regulate cryptocurrencies. So they're looking very much to work with the crypto businesses, and I think that at least there's some countries that are favorable to crypto so that we don't have to actually disband. All right, so with that, we're going to move on to the brother of Pablo Escobar, who's a lesser-known character in the life of Pablo, but he's launched his own cryptocurrency that's based off of Bitcoin, but he's called it Dietbitcoin. And the interesting thing is he's made a lot of claims about so-called the scam Bitcoin, the regular Bitcoin. And he believes that Bitcoin has been created by the CIA and that the USA will eventually destroy all of the coins, leaving them all worthless. So I think the story is funny because it illustrates how anybody can launch a blockchain and do whatever they want with it. Just because it's a blockchain doesn't mean that it has some sort of inherent security or anything. Even though the blockchain technology itself is secure as a decentralized ledger. So he's launching this Dietbitcoin because he thinks that it's the regular Bitcoin's in control of the government. He also thinks that Nakamoto, that he's met Nakamoto. He says that he's met him, and he's got a picture of a passport to prove it. And he also says that Nakamoto was an agent, a secret spy for the United States government. So these are all very very lofty claims, and without very much proof. I mean, the passport of Nakamoto is not, I don't know, it might be true. I think it's kind of a joke. I'm going to be a little bit careful when I talk about this because I would prefer the cartel not take my life, but I would just say that I personally am not going to be investing in Dietbitcoin. He talks about it being a scam, regular Bitcoin being a scam, even though his coin is actually just a fork off the regular Bitcoin. So if regular Bitcoin is a scam and the government can actually just shut it down, then seemingly his Dietbitcoin would also be able to be shut down like that. So I think that's kind of funny. He also talks about how the USA could shut it down. And frankly, I think if the United States regulated crypto in a harsh way and they just outright banned Bitcoin, that probably would crush the value of a lot of these coins. I don't know if Bitcoin would completely go away, but it definitely wouldn't stay as high as it is now. And governments are entirely entitled to do such a thing, even though it would not be very pro-innovation when it comes to this kind of tech. But if Trump tomorrow says that you can't trade with Bitcoin, you can't trade any Bitcoin, that would really hurt the price. But I don't think that the reasons that I'm saying this are the reasons that Roberto Escobar is saying that the government could kill and wants to kill Bitcoin eventually. Anyway, the other thing that's funny is, their pre-ICO round, they say that all of these coins for only $2 only and for a limited time, hurry. It's kind of a scammy, kind of a clickbaity thing. So it's obvious that he's just launching this coin so that they can exit scam at some point. And, if there's people that actually think that they're going to do something with this, then go ahead and invest. But I would say that you're throwing your money away. Other than that, I thought it was funny because some other things, he's just name dropping left and right. So he talks about a deal with John McAfee, but the deal was too small. So, Roberto Escobar is not going to go along with it. He also thinks that Ethereum is interesting technology, but it's a complete scam because he's a child, because Vitalik is a gringo and he's a child. So really throwing shade, this guy, and I hope we see a response from John McAfee and Vitalik. I think it would be great. Maybe they do some sort of debate on their channels with Roberto about the tech behind Ethereum and things like that. But I don't think we'll see that coming anytime soon. Alright, so just quick check-in with the markets here. Alright, so the bear trend continues. We saw a solid bounce off of 7,600 in Bitcoin, and we're starting to make another low here, and if this holds, we should see a higher high. And hopefully, although I'm not going to bank on this, and I haven't been really buying any Bitcoin down here, but hopefully if we continue to make lower lows, we could continue and test the 11,000 area, and then from there we'll do something. We'll either come back and retest these lows or continue to test higher highs and see where it goes from there. But I put a lot of money into this right now, so I'm kind of waiting to see how it works out. I did buy Ethereum around 600, and I'm waiting for that to find a real bottom. Haven't bought anything else yet, but holding strong. So with that, guys, we're going to wrap up, but thank you very much for watching, and please like, subscribe, let us know what you think, leave us a review, and we'll see you next time.